Okay, so the beehive. I haven't looked in here since we moved it, so I have no idea what we're gonna be up against. There's probably a bee's nest in the lid of hornets or something, and we'll have to clear that out. But the main thing I want to check on is I want to see how they're doing as far as, you know, how much honey do they have stored up. Is there a lot of activity in the hive? I don't know if I'll be able to find the queen. That seems like a, what are those, Where's Waldo? Remember those books? You had to find Waldo? That's what it seems like to me. I'm not sure I'm in for that right now, but you know, if the hive is healthy and I see brood and stuff like that, then I can assume that the queen is in there. But main thing here is it's November here in Michigan. We had a warm day, sunny, and so now is a good time for me to kind of check things out and see what it looks like. A lot of activity here, so that's a good sign. And I see them out about the yard collecting pollen, so looks like I have to take some tape off before I can get in here. Forgot how well I seal. Alright, well, looks like we had some wasps try to make a nest in here, but I don't see too much. Alright, so I think what I'd like to do here is start with the furthest bar. Okay, so here's my, let's see if you can see that. All right. Okay, so here's my follower board. So everything past this, it should be empty, and it is. So from here to the front is should be all comb. All right, looks like they've done a good job of sealing up some of my holes for my pallet wood here. But let's start at the farthest one and get a little extra room in here. All right, nothing on this one either. Yep, they just sealed the hive all up. So now I'm wondering, do they have enough honey for the year? Nothing here. Oh man. All right, here we go. So we're getting into some comb. See if we can. All right, so we got a little one here. That's pretty fresh. So this is the last one in line here. The littlest one. And then they collectively get bigger as we go down towards where they started. All right. You know what? They look good though. The comb looks beautiful. Oh, you know what happened here? Oh, it's a mess. It's a mess in here. Oh, that's a bummer. Let me show you what happened. I'm not going to take that one off. Let me show you what they did. That's going to be a bad deal for me. Alright, so let's move this little guy over. Let me take you in here and show you what happened. So the comb is, none of it's straight across the foundations that I put in on the top of the top bars. So it's I can't really get in there. Let me see if I can go back to some of the first one that I did. Yeah, see the comb is all growing. The comb is all, like this one is pretty close, but see this one is attached to this bar. It should be on this, should be back here. This one is attached across a bunch of them. So it just is a mess. So basically what I have is they built their comb start like here, but then some of them look like they're running diagonally across a bunch of these. So let's see if I can get the first one that they built, because I know these ones were straight. So maybe next year I'll have to just take those out and harvest. You know, harvest from the crooked ones and then redo some of the top bars. I think we can recover from this. Hopefully I'm not wrecking this. Whew, that one feels heavy. I wonder if there's... Alright, I don't know if I can get in here or not. Man, they really seal these things in. That's, I mean, that's no joke. Alright, so these are good. So the comb here at the back, it looks good. It's right on the top bars, right where I want it. And okay, let's see if I can pull one of these out. Oh, I broke it. Look at that, I broke it. But man, look at all that honey in there. Wow. Alright, so let me show you what I just did. It looks like they've... Can you see in there? I don't know if you can see in there or not, but they've sealed it. They've attached the comb all up to the walls. So... But look at all that honey. Wow. Look at all that honey in there. Oh my goodness, look at it all. Man, that is just beautiful. It's too bad I broke that comb there. Let me see if I can get it good. So, I mean, that's a good sign. They've got lots of honey stored up, but let me get this put back away. They'll be able to reattach that, because it's just because of the way it is. That's not going to bother them a bit, I don't think. So sorry, dude, left you out. They seem to be pretty docile. I'm not getting buzzed or anything, so that's cool. Let me see if I can get a better view in here. They're still building comb, you know, that's a good thing. But man, what a bummer about the hive. The comb just being all crooked like that. That's a bummer. I don't think there's a reason for me to dig in too much further, really. I mean, I'm just gonna see what happens throughout the winter here, but I'm gonna leave this all open. So it looks like I just want to eat some of that honey on the top there. So it looks like what I have is I've got good comb probably all the way up. Let's see here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. I'm gonna say probably up to like the 9th one here that they're full. They're, you know, from one side to the other, they're probably attached. And then these last 5, and then the little one there, the little one, so 6. So they've got 6 top bars that they've started comb on that's not quite full yet. All right, they're starting to buzz me a little bit there, so let me try to open up one of these middle ones and just see if I can get one open. All right, so this one here is nice and straight on the top bar. So that's good. So it's just the last 3 that are messed up. So I think that's brood, the darker colors there. And then we got all the honey on the top. So, I mean, to me that's a good sign that we're where we should be. Again, I'm pretty much an amateur here, so. All right, so just a kind of a quick look in the hive, or as much as I could anyway, at some of the comb and kind of what they're doing. I've been wanting to get in this thing for a long time. It's really cool to me to just see all the progress they've made since we put them in the spring. And you know, really it's only been 4 months, 5 months, you know, since we got them in there, and they've done a whole lot. So I think they've got enough honey, from what I can tell and the research that I've done, to make it through the winter. Top bar hives are notorious for having trouble with that, like I kind of explained there. A lot of people have asked, you know, why a top bar hive? Like, why would you do a top bar instead of just the Langstroth hives? Well, there's really pros and cons to both. Top bar hives are nice because you can harvest the whole comb and everything. There's no foundation in the middle of that, and so you can just take the whole comb right off, you know, one whole top bar worth, and take that in, and you can use that wax and stuff like that. It's a little easier to harvest the whole honeycomb, which I think is kind of cool. There's a lot of debates of what hive is kind of more natural. This, you know, bees live in logs generally, like in the woods, these kind of bees. And so trees that fall down are hollowed out, you know, they'll make nests in them horizontally. That's kind of like a top bar hive. And they'll build their combs kind of hanging from the top of that log. Langstroth hives are more, you know, I guess like maybe they would build in the trunk of a tree that's still standing, and they kind of, you know, build their combs in different ways. So there's a lot of advantages. The top bars are generally kind of a craftsman's project too. You know, you'll see most of the woodworkers and stuff that they'll build these types of hives with the little viewing window in them, so you can see the bees, you know, building the comb and stuff. And that's another kind of benefit of the top bars. Next spring I plan to do 2 Langstroth hives, and I will build those myself and go do a whole video series on that. And then I will be able to do some real comparisons on which one I like better and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I'll take you guys along, of course, you know, throughout the winter and into the spring. We'll do another check kind of in May of next year, and we'll see what happens, you know, see what they look like. You know, a lot of people I've watched and followed, their top bars fail through the winter. So I'm hoping that we've given ours enough time and they've got enough pollen and honey collected to survive, and they're in a good spot. This is a south-facing side of the house here. They should be protected and nice and warm. So we'll see. But if you guys have questions, throw them down below. I'd love to hear from you guys, as always. Go ahead and hit thumbs up on the video. And I'm getting buzzed by... The bees are on high alert pretty much. I just got chased off, so hopefully I can finish the video. Without getting stung. Once you dig into the hive after, you know, for the next hour or so, they seem to be kind of freaking out and flying all over. And if you go anywhere near the hive, they start to kind of dive bomb you. They're not stinging, but they're just kind of letting you know that they don't like you. But anyway, comments, guys, throw down below. Thumbs up on the video makes a big difference for me. I know this wasn't a real big how-to or anything, but if you enjoyed watching, if it was entertaining at all, just go ahead and hit thumbs up. It makes a big difference to me. So check the cards, guys. There's a little eye in the corner there. That should tell you some related videos, and I'll put those up to the building of the top bar hive and putting the bees in and stuff like that if you haven't seen that. It's pretty cool. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.